So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. This is the start of the second half of this campaign. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary. We've got to expect the extraordinary from him. We have.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neymar. Haaland. Messi. Messi going face. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, he's been caught. There's the shot!
Simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and a bit hard.
Elche grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Calhanoglu, Otamendi, to Musiala, and De Ligt. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alexander-Arnold, and it's Neymar. Played back in. That's an excellent interception. To the final 5 minutes of the first half. It's skewed away. Oh, what has happened here? Tries a shot! Oh, the ball, there's the hit! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, good looking ball. Nicely aimed pass. turned around. Out to the right. Messi. Robson. And he's in. It's Neymar! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's it for the first half.
A breathless ending. Barcelona head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view, really close and even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. So we reach the halfway point. Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate. So both teams heading off to the break. An interesting game has brewed up here. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half. But the score at half-time is 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Managed to get it all wrong. Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast. There's a look, plays it forward. Just a bit on the firm side. That's a sweet ball there. Holland. And he thumps it clear. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
And it's been taken short. Musiala.
Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! In front. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Forward with intent. Musiala gets across and deals with it. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Great hit!
And surely that does it!
Perfect time, decisive strike. It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Choosing to make the first change. That has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Things are going to change in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Perfectly measured that. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Shapes to shoot!
And it's there! And they are cruising away. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
Barcelona have a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Played out to the left flank.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
I think that's
That's offside. Yes, it is. Çalhanoğlu. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Alexander-Arnold. Haaland. 5 minutes to add. Now Robson. And that's it. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Neymar picking up the Man of the Match award and no... A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Robson. Struck first time. And again. Denied by an instinctive save.
Leslie really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
Çalhanoğlu with the short one.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort there.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
We can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Now it's Messi. Robson. Sam. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Saul. Sevilla looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch.
Saul! Oh no, what has happened here? Robson. Haaland. Nade. And Akume. Looking for the run. There's no flag. Kivior did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. And the finish! Here's another goal! Simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time. Bade, over to the left. Haaland.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Neymar. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So half time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half time, it's 1-each.
The halfway point. Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So both teams heading off to the break. An interesting game was brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And has already resumed here. And one more try! It didn't come off, but
Certainly showed brilliant imagination there to take on such a high tower of skill.
Collective relief next on the faces of the defenders. Bade. Look at that now. Oh, that's fabulous. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
And he was alert to it. Alexander-Arnold.
Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and as their most significant attacker, he isn't about to receive any generous invitations.
De Ligt. And it's Neymar. Sal producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Kivior puts his foot on the gas. The ball is bounced loose now. Saul. This interception, his positioning was spot on.
It's his pass on the bench. It's complete. It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that
Pass. Ideal.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence and all of a sudden.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Perfectly measured that. He's done very well to take that back.
Barcelona certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Alexander-Arnold. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
2 added minutes.
There's the goal they've been looking for.
That will be it. Barcelona have got it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable,
And look how they reacted to that initial setback.
So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and
History shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
time after time it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have
Robson. Oh, well played, well played. Alexander-Arnold. Played back in. He can get that clear. Holland, no way through, so back it comes.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Head back. He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Oh, super ball! The Danes look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they do screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Neymar. Half an hour played now. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. What a throw in. And it's Messi. And that's not going to regret hits. Same again, same outcome.
Barcelona really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0.
Alexander-Arnold.
For Çalhanoğlu. It's been swung wide. Holland. Neymar. Nice control. It's anyone's ball. He'll try from distance. And the ball's come loose here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
minutes of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
So we reached the halfway point. Barcelona really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells.
It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And we're still waiting for a goal to report here.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Rosier.
That was lovely, that.
Nothing for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward. That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on a training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it came good.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, then Haaland!
He hits the net.
A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
To the game.
I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal. They just got caught napping.
Messi being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying.
He's got full. That's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the...
Substitution on the field, number 14, number changes then in quick succession on the field, number 33, number 32.
Good looking ball. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yield a winner. This is what good chemistry is all about.
Very nicely done.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Robson. He's having a go.
A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
It's Haaland.
Haaland.
Tries a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, both sides might have to settle into a draw here. still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong. It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path. Picked out Haaland!
Oh, he did the hard part right, but not the finish. That was created because of good lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Substitution.
Barcelona making another change here.
And time is up. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Barcelona certainly had some
Good moments, Peter.
Lining up for
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game of the passionate crowd in Paris. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collected chorus.
Got underway here pretty promptly.
Of course, round two between these two. What we expect this time. Bellingham. Now it's Neymar. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things, so much more.
Yeah, we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him. We have. Valverde. That's a lovely pass. Danger averted for now.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers, don't concede the opener.
No, that's been intercepted. Fran Garcia. Rodrigo might just make this. Madrid looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they're getting to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Lucas Vasquez. Brahim Diaz. Can he get it through? Valverde providing an outlet on that flank. Brahim Diaz fired in. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. And again!
First blood drawn.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Mbappe is amongst the league's top 5 scorers. So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the...
And Messi!
Well, that's so refreshing. They want to go down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Was it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy?
That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such a that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing.
Plenty to it, and in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing, and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's not anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
And the game has already resumed here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Valverde. And now they can spring out of defence. Tchouameni spots it and intercepts. Lucas Vazquez. It's Camavinga. Barcelona needing a change of fortune here.
The less said about that pass, the better.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he was quick to react.
Attendance for this match was
So we've reached the hour mark.
787.
Can he latch on to this? Shapes to shoot!
It's off target and by quite a way. Well, I'm not sure what he had in looking.
I don't think he knew either.
Luciano!
Space out wide here. Barcelona may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
He's in here! Oh, shot it!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And that's it. That was always inevitable. This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Bellingham.
Attempts, just the wrong outcome.
That's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer goals.
Taking place.
So there's going to be another change here. Haaland.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Nice interception, well timed.
That looks a good ball through. And that's put paid to a promising move.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 42, Musiala. Number 9, Messi.
It's Çalhanoğlu.
Number 22, Brian Robson. Coming on the field.
Driving forward.
Number 20.
That is as
Far as it goes. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. The end of the game. Reflections.
Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily.
The players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the football game.
He's got the shot!
Is the breakthrough! And that really is
So impressive. I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Now the finish!
It's off target and by quite a way. Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Crunching tackle. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Back in possession and ready to go again. Sobrino.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And yes, it's him again.
Cadiz are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. There's
Decent hits! There's a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Oh, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that's changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
They can break here. Robson!
Robson actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chalanolu moves short.
Musiala! There's a goal! Barcelona are back in business!
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. He really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Haaland. Neymar.
Torino.
He got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. Rich Neymar. Alexander-Arnold. Holland. Keeper's
The last act of the first half, and it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
So we reached the halfway point. We've seen some
Really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals, and of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to moan. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. We're already back up and running after half-time. Heads it!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
so well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Barcelona take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here. Musiala,
Alexander-Arnold.
Neymar.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Barcelona are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Can he get onto this? He's shifting through the gears. Can he finish?
Well, it's good stuff. This is better. This is a really front-footed approach. I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
There's the hit! Sticks it away! Two to the...
They have breathing space!
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win. Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer. A good goal.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar, and he's found a way past. Good read, needed to be.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He has found a way through. Holland under intense pressure.
Well, the quicker you cut out the service, the sooner you isolate his threat.
Aims beyond the defence. Oh, what has happened here? And they can counter here. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. He's onside. Has a goal!
Rampant! And that takes him up to 30 goals for this side. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too. A goal for Barcelona. So time to change his on both sides actually.
Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think that's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact shot. It's looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Oh, that's a key interception.
That's that, the end. So the winners, bullish.
Belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He